Hey everyone. So this is gonna be I'm gonna try my best to be the non non-spoilery as possible for the Snyder Cut of Justice League. I watched it. I watched all 4 hours and 2 minutes and 31 seconds. I did fast forward through the credits just to see if there's anything at the end of the credits. Just to let you know, nothing. So you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to wait and see if there's anything at the end of the credits. There's nothing. So don't worry about that. You're all good on that. I will say that things changed. There was a lot of things that changed from start to finish. The beginning, I believe, if I remember correctly, was different from the Josh Whedon version slash Snyder cut or Zack Snyder version, the first version. I'm not gonna say what, but there's different things. The one thing I will say that I like that they did for the Snyder cut version, because it's 4 hours, it is a long movie. Like it's longer than like the what's called the Lord of the Rings movies. Like, and I'm not talking about like all together. I mean like separately, like because separately each one's about over 3 hours, whereas this one's over 4 hours. So there's that. And also you gotta remember that if you subtract about like 7 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes of that, that's credits alone are about 7 to 10 minutes credits alone. That's so that's still over 3 hours and 50 minutes of actual movie stuff. So keep that in mind. So like I was saying, there are like Kill Bill, and if you haven't seen those two movies, you should. There they have these parts where it says part one, and then they'll give like a title, part two, and then a title for it. So if you're watching it and you get to say part three or four, and you're like, you know what, I need to take a break, I need to go to the bathroom, I need to grab a snack or something like that, or you have to go to work and you want to pause it somewhere where you know, okay, this is where I ended it, then there you go. So, also, a quick reminder, it's both available in Canada and United States. I don't know about anywhere else, but I know it's available in the United States on HBO Max. Canada, I believe it's, as of right now, it's just Crave. Uh, I think, as far as I know, and you can let me know in the comments down below if you have Crave, uh, that I believe you have to have the HBO slash Showtime tier. If you do not have that tier, then you're not going to be able to watch it, as far as I know. Also, quick thing, and I haven't figured out where it is. There is a black and white version of the Snyder Cut for Justice League. I have not watched that, nor do I plan on watching all 4 hours in black and white, to be honest. I might watch the first couple of minutes of like actual movie itself just to see like what it looks like. Because if it looks good, then maybe I will watch it. But if it doesn't look as good as it does in color, then to be honest, I'm most likely not going to watch it through. That's just my opinion. Now, what I will say is, I feel like the Zack Snyder Justice League version is better. And when I say better, I mean that it feels like there are certain things from the Josh Whedon version that didn't help progress each character and make you feel that much more for that character as the Zack Snyder cut did or does. Not to say that the Josh Whedon version is terrible. It's not terrible. It's just the Zack Snyder version is just that much better, in my opinion. Now, maybe you people out there are going to be like, well, Greg, you're wrong. I think Josh Whedon's version is better. that's all up to you. You have your own opinion. I have my own opinion, and we can disagree on things. Doesn't mean we're wrong. Doesn't mean we're right. That's how the world works, depending on certain things, obviously. Anyways, so they did add a character to this movie. I will not say what it is or who it is, because I'm trying to be as vague as possible, so I don't spoil it as much for you people. But actually, is it? No, sorry, two main new characters. Because there's one character that they kind of hinted in the Josh Whedon version, which I believe was supposed to be three, or it was originally supposed to be three before Josh Whedon took over. And you can kind of tell with this movie, because they kind of give that hint of, hey, there could be another. Now, that could be just how Zack Snyder visioned his Justice League movie. Doesn't mean that there actually will be a sequel to this version. I really hope so. I really hope that it does well on HBO Max, on Crave. I hope the views are crazy. So then the people at DC and Warner Brothers see this and think, oh man, this is a really awesome movie. We really need to do a sequel to this and continue the storyline. Even, like, to be honest, because we all know, or at least if you don't know, this is not a spoiler to this movie. Has something else to it. Ben Affleck is no longer going to be Batman. If you've never seen the Michael Keaton version of Batman with Kim Basinger and Jack Nicholson, you should check that out, because Michael Keaton's version of Batman will be appearing in the Flash movie that's coming out at some point in the next couple of years. I don't know when exactly, to be honest, because things get delayed and things get pushed, so you never know. So yeah, he is supposed to pretty much take over as Batman and be like the Nick Fury for the DC. Is it DCEU or is it DCU? I don't know. Whatever version it is, that's what it is. So yeah. So there is going to be that minor change for the sequel, because I think that before Josh Whedon's version, I think he was going to do like all three movies, but because of the fact that he decided that he doesn't want to do it anymore, it doesn't seem like it will be that way. So anyways, so yeah, I do feel like each character got just that little bit more of an in-depth for each character. And I kind of feel like with the battles, and this is not spoiling anything, because if you've seen the Josh Whedon version, then you'll know what I'm talking about, where the what's the, like, what's called, what's our people called, let's just say Wonder Woman's people, or women, her people, when they showed the battle back in the day when Steppenwolf Steppenwolf came in and started destroying everything, and started doing stuff. Sorry, and like stuff like that, and then did the exact same thing for Aquaman's people back in the day, and the Man, the people, the regular peoples, and then they all had the war thing. That is a little bit bigger, They added a few new characters, or at least as far as I know, I think they did. Maybe I'm wrong, and they didn't, and I'm just forgetting the Joss Whedon version. But anyways, overall, I would say much better. Oh, they do add a few. Actually, they do actually add more than just two characters. Um, I will say one out of the three, yeah. So one out of the three gets more airtime. Um, the other two don't get as much airtime, but I think there's specific reasons why. So yeah, that's for overall, from start to finish. Even though I do say 4 hours and 2 minutes and 31 seconds is too long for a movie, in my opinion, maybe not yours. Even though, to be honest, it didn't feel like it. Yes, it is too long. But like I said, because there are those little breaks where they have title for part one or whatever, you can pause it, take a break, do something else, and then come back to it later. So it's not really the end of the world, especially if you have Crave. Now, I forget whether they have announced whether they're going to actually release it in theaters if theaters are open in your area. But whether it's in Canada or United States or other parts of the world, because like for example, China just re-released Avatar, so they could have the Justice League movie in there. I don't know, and I assume places like New Zealand and Australia, since they don't have as much restrictions because they don't have uh, to worry about it as much because they haven't had as many cases as most places in the world. So I don't know, we'll see. For me, I really hope that there is a sequel, and I hope they just forget the Joss Whedon version. No offense to him, but I just feel like because this version was that much better, that I feel like certain Terminator movies, they just erase that and then just continue off with where Zack Snyder's version of Justice League did. That's my opinion. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of Justice League, the Snyder Cut version. Let me know whether you liked it, hated it. Try not to spoiler anything too big, just because for those people that may have not seen it, I don't want them to get. I don't want it to spoil it. Now, if you make a joke about the Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters is in the Justice League movie, I don't care. If you do something like that, I don't care. Same with like if you put Deadpool's in the movie, I don't care about that. But like if you actually do or say a spoiler, I'm gonna delete it because, well, that's just mean and rude, and maybe after a while I'll just ignore it and forget about it, and it won't really matter because most people don't watch my videos. But anyways, whenever you watch this, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. And if the lighting is making this video bad, I can't do anything about it, but bye.